Hello, everyone. Everyone who's watching the playback, welcome. I'll give everybody a second to join. Um, how is everybody? I'm already not
It's
proper.
okay. Nobody's here yet. They're still watching the ads.
They'll know in the playback though. How is everyone doing? What will you be reading today? I was late because I had a little bug situation happen, but I will wait a little bit to share the news on that. I have my friend Ashley here with me from Ashley's Little Library. I'm so happy that you're here. Do you want to introduce yourself and kind of share your channel and everything?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I am Ashley, or as I see, Kim has already crowned me with a new nickname, Ashlunar, in the lore of Riveting Reads nicknames over here. But yeah, my channel is Ashley's Little Library. I like to read a lot of spooky things, thriller books, horror books, mystery books, an occasional romance or speculative fiction, but mostly spooky things. Yeah, that's me. I do vlogs and other things. I'm doing a little bit more movie style content recently because I
Yeah,
also really like movies. And that's Ashley's Little Library in a
yeah.
nutshell.
Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I have all her information in the description. Your content is always so creative, by the way. I'm just always very interested and fascinated. I'm like, ooh, what's she gonna put out next? So make sure you check it
Thank
out.
you.
This is killing me inside.
Mhm.
I love it. Ash Lunar. I love that. Ash Lunar. How do you feel about that?
Ashlunar. Oh, I love it.
I
I feel
think,
like I'm part of the team now.
yeah, we
Wait, what is Kim's that you named her?
Kerm.
Kerm. Hello, Kerm.
I think that's what I did. Hello, currently reading Never Ever Getting Back Together. Ooh, I can just only think of the Taylor Swift song with that, but I hope you're liking it. Hi, reading Malice House. Nice. Also, I took like the longest nap before this. I feel like I look like I just got out of bed. Like my eyes are
No,
fully
you
open
don't.
and like reading the comments like with my eyes half closed. How fun. Haven't been here in a while. I'm reading Hello Transcriber. I've been really interested in that for like a year and I haven't picked it up. Let me know how it is. Is it like mixed media format? Because I have a memory that it might be, but I'm not positive. Hello. Hi friends, excited for sprints, hoping to listen to Buried in a Good Book by Tamara Berry. Ooh, cozy mystery. That's fun. Hi, I'm reading Jackal. Ooh, I've been wanting to read
Fun.
Jackal. Have you read Jackal?
I did, yeah.
What'd you think? Did you like it?
Yes, I thought it was good. It's like one of the ones with a weird ending kind of
Mm.
thing, a very 2022 style book, as I call those. So it has people either really did like it or they really hate the direction that it ends up going. But that was good.
Yeah, it's funny. You're right. Like a lot of 2022 releases. What was that? Like the endings of them.
I don't know. There are so many books that just went off the rails in 2022. And my prediction or my hypothesis is they were writing them in 2020 because it takes a couple of years. And I'm
Yeah,
like, was everyone just feeling unhinged in quarantine? And they were like, let
probably.
me just derail my plot into absolute chaos.
No, I was thinking that too because I was like, what was happening? And I was like, "Oh, it takes a while." I was like, so
Mhm.
everyone was just exploring all these things. Interesting. It's
Katrina.
Katrina. I'm here. Hello. Oh yeah, see, Kerm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm reading
Ma'am?
Vomit? Ma'am?
Oh, I don't know. It's one of the
Maybe.
Book of the Month books.
Oh, I see. Hi, friends. I'm reading The Drift. Nice. I'm trying to finish up Daisy Dark. Good luck.
That's another one that off the rails.
I DNF'd that halfway through. I could not handle it.
Yeah, me and Alice Feeney have not been getting along.
No, rock, paper, scissors, I didn't like. And then I tried Daisy Darker and I couldn't. Like, I just had to. I feel like something about her writing style isn't for me, which is so weird because her synopsis is
It's so weird. She's just always writing like families, the people you live with, and you choose
Mhm.
them. And then like things start happening. But she writes so many just weird
Yeah.
statements about life. Marriage is a concept when you're married with a man and you both despise each other, but you find a way through. And then I killed him. Like it's just the weirdest writing style.
Yeah. Yeah, I never even made that connection. I was just like, something's off. But you're right. She does put in like weird statements. That's funny.
Mhm.
Are you enjoying it? Couldn't get into the first few pages. Oh, of Daisy Darker. I think it's really funny when like everyone in my chat hates Daisy Darker because I know so many people love it. So it's like the people who find me just agree with me.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, hoping to finish anatomy tonight and then start all the dangerous things. Ran and subbed. Aw.
Oh, thank you. I
Also
didn't know what
says,
that meant at first.
and I was like, to me? And I was like, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, you're here every week. Hello, gonna start the writing retreat this evening since my book of the month show.
Woohoo!
Did you get
So good.
what did you get in the book of the month?
I got the writing retreat, so I could put it right up there with my favorite books.
Oh, just that one.
Yeah. I was also interested in Really Good Actually, which is a literary fiction, but I just got the audio through my library, and so I think I'm just gonna do that if I have time this month. I don't really remember what else they had.
Yeah, I don't know. What did I get? I know I got the writing retreat. Oh, and then I got all the dangerous things as well.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and I've heard obviously great things from you about this one. And then this one I've heard really good things about as well. Have you read it?
yes, I did not like it.
Oh no. What did you not like without like spoiling?
It's just very basic is all.
Oh.
I listened to the whole thing on audiobook
Okay.
in one sitting because I listened to it when I was driving home for the holidays or back. I don't remember which direction it was, but yeah, it was just kind of boring. But that was all.
We'll see. If it's boring for me, I'll DNF because I need to get better at I am getting better at DNFing. Like a couple years ago, I literally never, ever DNF'd. Like I would just force my way through everything. And now I've started, but I could even get better at it. Could always get better at DNFing. Hello, it's raining so hard.
Ooh.
The ambiance is rain too. So it'll be
I
like
love rain ambiance.
it'll be double rain. The audiobook is really good. It's a slow start. You always look fantastic. Oh my God, that's so sweet.
So nice.
That's so nice that you said that today too, because I'm like half asleep. So I appreciate it. Hello, I'm reading Ghost Eaters. Ooh, I love that book cover. So good. That is the only reason I got the book. Is it for which thing?
I don't know which book.
I realized that was like a response to what I just said, but I just said that and that was at 7. I'm reading Isn't It Bromantic? Cool. Starting Wild Blood by Lauren Blackwood. Now the other day, Lexi and Aaron were laughing at me because I like add words to comments or like subtract them and stuff. And now I'm like hyper focusing on like, what am I doing? Like, am I adding words?
It's hard because you have so much going on when you're like trying to keep the live going and read the comments and thinking about what you're saying. And then when you're pulling up your screen,
I know. Do you
there's a
do
lot
the
going
same
on.
thing where you like add it? Do you know? Well, maybe you don't even know because like you're doing it.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Someone else
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah, no, and Kaylee was there too, and she was laughing. It's just like a whole thing, and I was like, "What am I doing?" Apparently, I just like do it a lot. Anyway, so now I'm like extra focusing on the comments. Okay, let me see. What was I doing? Oh, did you share what you're reading?
I haven't.
Sorry, I'm really sleepy tonight. I think I'll wake up after the first part, everyone.
I am reading Where Darkness Blooms by Andrea Hanna.
Yeah, is that an art?
It is. This
Ooh.
is about some weird stuff. It's one of those like It's exactly what it looks like. You know, these covers with like girls with stuff
Yeah.
hanging out and how those books feel. Like it feels like House of Hollow
Ooh.
or kind of like Horrid by Katrina Leno
Yeah.
or both the Roy Power ones like Wilder Girls and Burn Our Bodies Down. It feels like all of those books had
Yeah.
a child and this is what it is.
Ooh.
But it's about this town called Bishop where women just keep going missing. And so
Mhm.
you're following the daughters of some of these women who all live together now and kind of take care of each other. And it's also in Kansas. So there's tornadoes and things. So it's like
Ooh.
very much cornfield, Midwest, nothing happening but tornadoes vibes.
Yeah.
And there's
Very
a lot
niche.
of yeah, there's a lot of weird things happening. Like the oldest girl has this boyfriend, but she can't touch him because they like electricity spark when they touch. And then
Oh.
another one of them secretly had a little fling with him. And you're going to learn things about why the women keep going missing. It starts with a prologue that was really good and intriguing. So we'll see what direction it goes. I've heard pretty bad reviews of it so far, but
Oh.
it's okay so far.
It sounds amazing, and I, like, am a sucker for, like, the floral trend. Whenever I see,
Mhm.
like, a cover with, like it's always YA. Is that one
Mhm.
YA?
Mhm.
Yes.
It's
I've
like a
never s
YA horror fantasy mystery.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Oh, you're still reading These Violent Delights?
I am
Oh
because
my goodness.
I took a break because I had to read How to Sell a Haunted House, and then I just,
Oh.
like, haven't read in a few days. So, yeah, I had to stop because I needed to, like, read How to Sell a Haunted House right when all the hype was happening, like, immediately.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I'm gonna try to make a lot of progress in this because I'm enjoying the story. I just need to finish it. So, yeah, and then we're gonna move on.
Did you like How to Sell a Haunted House?
I did.
Oh, good.
Were you disappointed?
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay. I never know, like, who has read. Also, really quick before we talk about that, I forgot to say what this is even about. This is a dark academic book, and it's about these 2 boys who are kind of in this, I would personally say toxic relationship. It's very toxic, very unusual vibes going on, and right in the beginning, it looks like they've murdered someone together, but we don't fully know. Like, it starts with a prologue where they're driving in a car and they pick up this stranger, and it's very, like, it's obvious that they've drugged him, but we don't really know what happened. So, anyway, it's very interesting. But yeah, how to sell a haunted house, it took me forever to get into. Like, the beginning for me was so slow, and I think a lot of people said that, like, kind of
Hmm,
slow start. It took me very far into the book to really get into it, but once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars, so pretty high.
nice. Did you like his last one, The Final Girl Support Group?
It was okay, but I like this better, like, significantly better. What about
Okay.
you?
The only ones I've read were Vampire,
Mhm.
Slaying Vampires, Peaches on the Cover, and I started Horror Store and I didn't like it. And I think that's all I've really read from him. There might be one more. Oh, no, no, yeah, The Best Friend's Exorcism. And I thought that was okay. But I heard terrible reviews for the Final Girl Support Group, so I didn't pick it up. But I've
Yeah,
been hearing really good reviews for How to Sell a Haunted House, and that one looks good to me. So I think I'll get to it
yeah.
eventually.
You I just have this feeling you'll really like it, but I don't know. You could it's very, like, it starts one way and then totally changes,
I've
and
heard it's really weird.
it is very weird. You have to be, like, chill with weird vibes,
I
like,
love weird vibes.
just,
Those are
like,
my
a
vibes.
longer I know, but, like, the weird vibes are just they're really weird. I don't know. They're, like, really weird, but they're also not that weird. I don't know. I cannot explain this. There was also a scene that made me, like, ugh, like, every Grady Hendrix book, there's, like, a cringe scene that I just ooh,
Mhm.
yeah, it was rough, but it was so good. I love scenes like that in Grady Hendrix books.
Oh my
There's
god, I'm dead.
what? The last one?
No, look at the recent comments. We have a new member in the chat.
That's amazing. Oh my god. I'm 60 pages in, but no mixed media yet. Seems to be a crime mystery, but it's set in Wisconsin. Yeah, see, that's part of the why I wanted to read it because I live here.
Mm.
Hi all. I'm finishing my last few short stories in the glassy burning floor of hell. Whoa, that's a fun name. By Brian Evanston, and then moving on to some Josh Mallerman. Cool. Hi, I'm reading the new Finley Donovan. Cool. I'm reading Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. Mamie. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I have no idea how to say this. I'm reading No Exit in the cold winter environment is kind of hard to immerse myself in after finishing The Island. That is funny. It's like polar opposite. Glad
Both
you
very good though.
Yeah, I loved both. I haven't decided what I'm reading tonight, but I just got a Kobo today, so I'm thinking of an ebook. Is that like a brand of a
It sounds like a buy one get one, but like a Kindle one buy one. I don't
Interesting.
know.
This is this is so good. I am
So good.
Can you never change this, please, Kerm T?
I love it.
Oh my god. Also, like the hair is cracking me up. Hey everyone, I'm listening to Don't Fear the Reaper. Nice. Still sick, but listening to a lot of books. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. It's either Mamie or Mommy. I've used both. Yeah. It's one of those books where probably a lot of people say it different. 72% into book 4 of the Mindfuck series. Nice. Daisy Darker was on my worst books of last year. Yeah. My unofficial, unpublished. I didn't actually film it, but I was thinking like if I did film it, that would have been on it for sure. Hey everyone, been reading Swan Song for Kelsey's book club. Nice. Enjoy your new Kobo. Nothing like a new e-reader. Nice. I'm reading Beneath the Stairs. I hope you like it. I personally really wanted to DNF it, and that was one of the ones that like made me. I like forced myself through it. But I hope you enjoy it.
A Kobo is a Kindle. I looked it up.
Oh, is it a kind of Kindle?
It might be an off-brand Kindle, but it's like an e-reader.
Oh, cute.
I can't tell if it comes from Kindle or if it's trying to beat Kindle, but cheaper or something.
Probably trying to be Kindle, but I remember when my grandma got a Kindle right when it came out, like years and years ago, and I was always so interested in it, but I never got one until recently. But I remember it was like, ooh, let me Google when Kindle. If this is interesting, when was the first Kindle released?
Does Barnes and Noble still make their Nooks?
Yeah, they do. They have like a big section. Yeah, November 2007. I'm almost
Wow.
Well, maybe it was more around because they're showing what it looks like, and it looks really not what I remember. So maybe she got one around like 2010 or something, but I remember it and being like, why would someone want an e-reader? And now as an adult, I'm like, I love my e-reader.
I was very anti e-reader. My first Bookstagram name was Books Over Nooks because I was like, I don't like e-readers. I like to hold books in my hand. And now I read off of my iPad and my phone all the time. But
yeah, I know it's something you have to like get past sometimes. It just feels so different if you haven't ever done it before. I didn't hate Daisy Darker, but it reminded me of Royal Tenenbaums. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is. I just started Swan Song. It's so good. Loving the audio. Hello, I'm reading What Lies in the Woods. Yay, that's awesome. Started the Spite House. Every time they say Richard in Ghost Eaters, I think Katrina.
Richmond.
Oh, I said Richard. Oh my god. Yeah. This is like Exhibit A every time. I was like, why Richard and Katrina? I was like,
but it's been like 20 minutes and that was your first blip, so you're doing great.
First blip we've noticed.
True.
Everyone in the chat's like, you've said this wrong. Finishing Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kabuka. Starting A Curious Beginning. Swan Song is fantastic. I can't picture what Swan Song looks
I think
like.
it's blue.
I'm curious. Glad you're enjoying it. Can't wait for the discussion. RVA all day.
Richmond,
Hey,
Virginia.
Huh?
Richmond, Virginia, RVA.
Oh, I was like, Well, I shouldn't ask you exactly where you lived, but you're familiar with that area?
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because weren't you on the East Coast, like, fairly
Mhm.
recently?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina, and then I've lived in Pennsylvania and now Florida.
Okay. You've lived all over.
I'm all over the map, all over the East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast. Hey all, I'm reading Curse of the Wolf King by I can't pronounce that. It's part of a series of fairy tale retellings, but in a fantasy setting. I just need a fun wait. I need just fun romance fantasy. Yeah. I enjoyed these violent delights. Yeah, I saw Amy's book club discussion pop up in my feed and I missed it. I thought I would have like finished the book by then, but Grady Hendrix, sorry, took priority over this
Makes sense.
author. Micah Nemer.
Nemerever.
It's a hard last name to have to say.
And that book came out the same month that the other These Violent Delights came out by Chloe Gong. Which was
Oh,
also just a weird thing with that book, is why in the world would 2 books come out with the exact same title in the same month? It was a
yeah,
weird time.
that is very weird. Because every time I look up These Violent Delights, the other one comes up first.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of which, also, I just posted a video talking about my most anticipated thrillers, and one of them is called The Island, which first of all, interesting.
Mhm.
It's called The Island, and the summary is by Natasha Preston, and the summary sounds almost exactly the same as a YA book that was released last year, literally around this time, called I think it's called Never Coming Home. And they're both about influencers going to islands and getting private invites. One is just, I think, an island, and one is like an island with an amusement park, but still, same thing. And they're influencers and they're like promoting it, and then things go wrong. So, how does that kind of thing happen? Like in
Yeah.
your world? Because it literally sounds like the same synopsis. Exactly.
Is Natasha Preston under a publisher now? Because I think she started on Wattpad, right? She's the one who
Mm,
wrote The Cellar, and all
she
her
is.
covers have, like, a flower on the front in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I don't I have a book by her, but it's like far away from me. You
That's
wonder
the
if she
only one
just
I know. I read that back in the Wattpad days.
yeah. I mean, I think she has a publisher. I think she's actually pretty big now. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I just thought that was very weird that
Mhm.
it was like called The Island, but then also had the same synopsis as another book. I was like, weird. I'm glad you liked How to Sell a Haunted House. I feel like you were iffy. I was very iffy at the beginning. I almost like wanted to DNF it, but then I kept going. And Katrina, have you heard from Savooner? What do you mean? I'm right
I
here.
think she said the stream didn't start for her at first, and she had to refresh it, so that was probably before.
Oh, okay. I was like, hello, Kim. Or should I say Kerm? Sorry. Never been there, but I support you. Did you guys read 56 Days? I'm a little over halfway and I'm so bored.
I loved it! Oh, no.
Yeah, no, you loved it. And also, Care from Caroline Johnson, I'm pretty sure loved like that book and just everything by that author. So,
Mhm.
wasn't it one of your favorite books last year?
I think so, yeah.
But weren't you in
I
the
did a
mind?
lot last year. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people were giving it pretty harsh, like 1 stars, but I thought it was a 5-star. I had fun with it. But it's one of those stories where, like, with Reckless Girls, how nothing's kind of happening, but
Mm,
the suspense is building because you're learning things. It's one of those
mm.
type of books, which people either love or hate.
It's weird because sometimes I love them and sometimes I hate them. Like I've
Mhm.
never just
Me
what
too.
what is it? I keep saying that and keep asking that to no one in particular. Like, what is it that makes me enjoy certain books like that so much and then hear almost the same concept and then hate it? Like I never
I
feel
don't know.
I'm either like fully invested or just like bored out of my mind. I don't know. It's very odd. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up so bad. Hold on. Kerm, love it. Hi, how are you? Reading X's and O's, but I really am wanting to pick up the writing retreat.
Do
Maybe,
it.
yeah, maybe you could just pick it up now.
Well, X's and O's is for a readathon that's going on right now, so continue to support the readathon, but then
Oh, just kidding.
afterwards, do the writing
Just
retreat.
kidding. I am not aware of what readathons are happening right now for the most part. I can't keep track. How to Sell a Haunted House is like Grady's own paperback from hell. That is true, actually. I have it on my actually this comment makes a lot of sense because it kind of has a cheesy vibe to it that I feel like, I mean, all his books are kind of cheesy, but this one's like particularly cheesy. That makes sense. I have it on my shelf, but I have to read it but have not read it yet. But if you are so bored, I say DNF. Life is too short. Yes. Hello. Can y'all recommend a quick thriller that you can't put down? The Writing Retreat?
That's what I was gonna say, but is that out? Yeah, now or was it early with Book of the Month?
It's Book of the Month. It comes out at the end of the month. I think the 28th.
Everyone in my family has killed someone is more of a mystery, but that was really fun, and I had a lot of fun reading that.
Ooh. Goodness. I don't know. I would say a recent read that I really liked was The Girl in 6E.
I've been wanting to read that for so long. I just keep putting it off.
You should read it. Like, it was so fast. It's technically an erotic thriller, but
I'm down for that.
Yeah, you don't have to like specifically, but just, I guess, warning if you don't like erotic stuff, because it's about a cam girl who basically is a serial killer and she hasn't left her apartment. And then something happens. That one's really good. And literally. And then I also, what else? I'll give you that one. You have 2 options. So hopefully you choose one of those, maybe. We'll be starting the second book in the Wayward Children series. Did I read that? Like years ago? Is that middle grade?
Oh, you would know if you read it. It's the Every Heart a Doorway, Shauna McGuire.
Oh,
the second one is, I don't know what the second one's called. Sticks and Bones, Down Among the Sticks and Bones.
Just kidding. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of another one around children. I love my Kobo. It's a reader brand. Nice. This is where we talk things out. Is that what you're reading? I hope you enjoy it. I love my Kobo. Kobo is an e-reader. It didn't want to go the Amazon route. Yeah, I love the built-in overdrive. Wait, what? Me just going, what? Why did I think a Kobo was like a pogo stick for adults? Also, your picture, is that Squidward?
It looks like it.
Somebody once told me if I was a SpongeBob character, I would be Squidward. And I was
that doesn't sound like a very good compliment.
But it was just because of work. Like, we were like, at work, what are we? And one of my coworkers is like 100% SpongeBob. Like, everything she does is SpongeBob. I don't even know how to, just total SpongeBob vibes. And we told her, oh yeah, I do have SpongeBob vibes. And I was like, what would I be? And they're like, honestly, Squidward. I was like, great. I can be kind of grumpy at my job. Not my teaching job, my coffee shop job. My teaching job, I'm great.
There, you're SpongeBob.
Yes, I am SpongeBob there. Same here. I bought a Kobo because I do not buy it from Amazon. I looked it up, and literally the first thing was like, Jeff Bezos presented the idea for Kindle. I was like, great. It's its own brand. Lots of love, Kobo. You aren't tied to Amazon. I'm thinking of starting Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Ooh, you should. I think Kobo is technically Rakuten. Gotcha. Yes, Melissa, it's also ridiculous that Amazon makes you pay $300. Really? Huh. That's horrible. The stream never started for me. Oh, sorry.
This photo.
I think I'm going to break here because I am... Well, no. I'll get through it. I just won't read everything. Let's see. Wait, this one is
the one.
Oh,
John Mars.
I was doing so well. And then we're hitting the 29-minute mark. Hi. Hello. Some ideas come out all the time. It is who gets to it first. Yeah. Still though, just feels fire.
It's weird.
I read my first Natasha Preston, The Lost, not sure what to think of it. Oh yeah, I think you commented on my video that that one is about people being abducted and apparently pretty dark for YA.
That's what The Cellar is as well.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm getting them mixed up, or maybe it's
I could imagine writing both.
yeah. There are tons of books with similar covers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello. Read the YA. Oh, I read the YA one you're talking about. It is loosely inspired by the real life fire festival. Hello, I'm late. No worries. I'll be reading the 5th season. Cool. Understand that some books come off different to me depending on mood. Yeah, for sure. Trying to finish a secret book for a vlog. Exciting. I read Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. It was a good mystery. Thanks for the Rex. Just checked out The Girl in 6E. Ooh, okay. You'll have to let me know what you think if you get it immediately. Are you going to read the rest of the Yes. I want to read the rest of the 6E trilogy. I have it from the library right now, actually. I should probably get to it soon. Okay. Almost said stop camera. Oops. I'm trying to share my screen.
Leave studio and live.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Just
bye. That's it for now. Could you imagine all that build up for like just leaving? Do you like doing 30 or 45-minute?
I'm good either way.
You're good either way. Okay. I think people have been giving me feedback that they prefer 45. So I'm going to do 45 and I'm going to maybe cook a meal. And yes, happy reading. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
How was your reading?
It was good. I got to page 110, and it's a pretty short one. It's like just under 300 pages.
Ooh. Are you listening to the audiobook or is it no, it hasn't come out, right?
I think it
Okay.
comes out this month,
I think so
like a
too.
week or two.
Oh.
It says
Are you
February 2023. I don't know the date.
Yeah, I think it's probably the end of the month. I've been noticing
Yeah.
so many books are coming out
There's
on
a
the
lot of stuff on the 21st.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Are you still liking it?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It's different than I thought it was going to be more of a horror story, but then on the back it says that it's a supernatural thriller, and it's
Oh.
really more of a mystery. So
Oh.
I just figured out like what the setup of the story is going to be about like 2 chapters ago, and it's very much just like the moms went missing. Let's investigate to see if we can find,
Oh.
which is fine, but I just wasn't expecting that, so I'm trying to like level set my expectations.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if that's why a lot of people were disappointed, just like with the marketing
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that can
There's like
happen.
some weird things too. Like one of the girls finds a piece of paper with like a phone number written on it. And she's like, how am I ever going to figure out whose phone number this is? Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to look through all the records. I'm like, why wouldn't you just call it? It seems like a really easy thing to do.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. That is really funny. Why wouldn't you call it?
Right. And it took like 2 pages, like 2 full pages for her to figure out how to even get somewhere to look through records. And then she ended up stumbling upon it. But I was like, you could have
Oh
saved
my
a lot of
gosh.
time, girl.
I don't even know records. Like, how do I do that? I would just Google it.
Yeah, it was a
Call it. I
weird
would probably
choice.
Google it to see what the area code was and then call it.
I don't know though, like it's kind of hard to tell. There's definitely weird things going on that are supernatural or
Mm,
fantasy might even be a better way to describe it. And so they do have phones, but there's some weird things where like,
mm.
what's the living situation? What are the
Okay.
vibes? So maybe
All
they
right.
don't have the internet. I don't know.
Maybe. I didn't read. I made this every plate meal. It is Southwest spiced beef and rice bowls. So,
Yum.
Lexi sent me a free every plate box. So thank you, Lexi. I don't know if you're
Oh.
here right now. I saw you earlier, but yeah, it's super good. So I ate like a little bit. I was texting Ashley and saying like these meal prep things always say like takes 20 minutes and then it always takes me longer. Like
I
all
know.
without exception.
But because like the way they write them, they're like, do this, and while you're doing this, do this, but also while you're doing both of those things, also do this other thing. And it's like, well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'd take 20 minutes if I had 7 arms, but I only have 2. So
Also, like, it's a lot to process. Like, trying
Mhm.
to do 3 steps at once, it's like, no.
And then you're
Um,
like, when do I start boiling the water? And do I
literally,
have to
because you
get
have to
another
think about
pot?
it.
Mhm.
It's a lot. Um, the Lost is like an escape room torture stuff with teens. I'm actually very interested.
That sounds really interesting.
Now that you said that, I'm like, maybe I'll have to pick that one up. Because escape room, like, I feel like I've been looking for a book that feels like an escape room that actually is
Yes,
done really well, you know?
me too. I've
Hmm,
never
maybe
found one because apparently the book Escape Room is not an escape room. I haven't
Yes.
read it, but it's like in an elevator or something. They don't
Yeah,
get to the escape room. That's so annoying.
that is so annoying. I own it, and I may just get rid of it, honestly, because I saw it and it said escape room, and I was like, "Oh, I've been wanting an escape room book." Yeah, don't understand that. False advertisement. Got to page 126 and bought tickets for Knock at the Cabin. Ooh, nice. When are you going? I want to try to go geez, it won't actually work tomorrow. I was gonna say I wanted to try to go earlier in the day so I could get like matinee tickets and because I'm not sure I'll like it.
You know what I heard about movie theaters today is AMC is going to increase the price of their seats based on if it's like a better seat now.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, so movie theaters are suffering and, like, almost about to go out of business because nobody goes to the movies anymore because of streaming, and they're like, "Why don't we just, like, raise the pricing and make it so much more worse for anyone to wanna come?"
That's horrible because now no one's gonna come.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That's so sad because I always I always pay the same price to go.
Yep. I think they're trying to get people to do I don't know what AMC's is called, but, Regal has, like, the Regal card, and you get the monthly
Yeah.
unlimited subscription or whatever, and I think if you use the card to get the monthly stuff, then you get normal seat
Ugh,
pricing.
that
So,
sucks
they're
though
trying to
because
trick you.
I don't go enough.
Mhm.
Oh
You have to
no.
go a lot to make that worth it.
Right, and, like, I am never that interested in most movies coming out, so I would rather just stay home. I do like, growing up, I didn't really go to the movies that much because my family was always like, "Movies are, like, usually bad," which is kinda true, like, a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of duds, but, like, recently, I've been going to the movies a little bit more and, like, really enjoying just going to the movies, like
I love the movies.
right?
I was
It's
so
so
sad
awesome.
in 2020. I don't know if I went to the movies at all that first year. Like, it took me a long time to get back to going to the movies, and it
Yeah.
was so devastating, and just being back and, like, it's loud, and you're just, like,
Yeah.
sucked in, and no one's on their phone, and you get a really nice bubbly drink, and, like,
I
it's a good
know, and the
time.
popcorn and, like, the snacks, I always always
Mhm.
bring in my own. Like, it's great. I don't know, it's a good experience, and even if I don't like the movie, unless it's, like, absolutely horrible, I'll still enjoy my, like, movie experience because like, the
Yeah.
chairs are comfortable, it's really immersive. I really hope movie theaters don't go out of business, I'm
I
nervous.
know.
Like,
I mean, I can't imagine they will because there's still, like, indoor roller skating rinks that are
true.
around. So if those are still around, like, I think movie theaters are gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine, but still, geez, that really sucks. Because I have never sat in, like, the very front row or anything like that. Like, I would not wanna be there. Have you?
I I think I've done it, like, once for, it was some horror movie that was out, and we went for, like, a really late night showing when it
Uh-huh.
premiered, and we got tickets late, so we only had the option to be in the
Oh,
front,
yeah.
and it sucks, like, it
No,
hurts your so bad.
I bet. Because 'cause don't you just have to look up like crazy, like, the
Mhm.
whole
Yeah,
entire
luckily, we had the seats that, like, recline, so that helps a little bit when you're able to, like, lay all the way
Oh,
back, but it's just so big right there, it's not
right.
ideal.
I feel like let me know in the comments if anybody likes sitting in the front row, but I feel like no one does, but those seats exist, so odd. Hi, just finished dinner. Hi, and was able to read a couple pages of Gone to See the Riverman. Ooh, that's an intense read.
Mhm.
Reading Nana by Brandon Massey. Read 50 pages in Jackal. I'm enjoying it. Nice. Got to page 206, and this book's good and feels realistic. That's awesome. Got to 33% of Ghost Eaters. Definitely invested. Nice. Just started Once Upon a Broken Heart and loving it. I wish it was in first person and not third. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like everything I used to read was in first person and now nothing is in first. What's
Mhm.
your opinion on that? I'm curious, like what you enjoy.
I I like a first person every now and then,
Mhm.
but sometimes first person can feel very like I'm reading your diary entries in a
Yeah,
bad way. Sometimes it's in a really good way, especially if it's like trying to be scary or a thriller
mhm,
that sucks you in.
yeah.
But sometimes it reads a little cheesy to me because I'm like,
Yeah.
who are you talking to? You're just in your thoughts.
That is funny. I think most YA books are first person, aren't they?
A
Right?
lot of them. That's what I usually associate it with. This is written in third person though. And this is YA.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was just that time period too, like, when I was
Yeah.
reading it was very popular to be in first person, like, when I was in high school, I remember everything was first person.
Mhm.
Now I prefer third person pretty much, like yeah, but it's interesting, kinda depends on the story. I just started The Shining, excited to finally read it. Ooh, I hope you like it. It's also I don't know if you know, it's very different than the movie. Like, the movie and the
Mhm.
book have completely different endings, and I actually prefer the book a lot. I
Me
really,
too.
really love Oh, yeah? I love
Mhm.
that. I just the movie, like, I like how it visually looks, and I think the
Mhm.
acting is great, but I don't know, I like the original story better.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't like what they did with Wendy's
yes.
character in the movie. That was a big issue for me.
Yes. 100% agree. She's such a great character in the book, and then they just
Mhm.
made her really like annoying and did such a disservice to her
Yeah.
character in the book because she's like this strong mom like fighting for her son, and in the movie like
She's just
everybody
like, ah.
I know, and everyone like hates her.
Yeah.
Sad. 45 or 40 see here I am like 45 pages left in Anatomy. Cool. I need to read that one. I own it. I
That's good.
actually found it at Goodwill, which was amazing. It was like, I think it was the cover that was like Barnes and Noble exclusive or something, and it was beautiful. I'm on page 51 of The Girl in 6E, and I'm really liking it. Ooh,
You're flying
yay!
through it.
And also, is that one in first person? Actually, let me know. I think that one actually is. Good to know. I was going to use the escape room for the Buzz Wordathon for games. Yeah, I mean, the reviews are just really bad for escape room, which is really sad because I love the Night Swim. But
Did you read the what's the other one that
The
I
most
read and
recent?
didn't like? Stay Awake.
I haven't.
Yeah, I
You
didn't like it.
Oh, you said you didn't?
But I never read The Night Swim.
That's why I'm nervous. I really enjoyed the Night Swim. I read it 2 years ago, but I think I would still like it now. But yeah, I'm nervous that I wouldn't like stay awake. So I've been putting it off. But I'm curious. I want to know. Oh, you're going tomorrow. I tried to go on Monday, but I got sick. Oh, I'm sorry. I have the Regal Unlimited pass, so I only pay $22 a month to go. See, that is like a really good deal if you use it.
Yeah, if you go to at least 2 movies, that's pretty much the same price. And then I think you get discounts on the sodas and snacks and stuff. But I couldn't guarantee I'd go twice each time. It's like the Scribd argument too of like you pay whatever $15 a month for Scribd, and if you don't listen to X amount of audiobooks, you didn't get your money's worth. And then I'm like, I don't want to just like listen for the sake of listening.
Right. I know it's hard with all these subscriptions. We're just in such like a subscription heavy era. It's just like really, and then with all like the TV services now, like basically becoming TV again, like where you have to subscribe.
It's so weird.
Channel. It's so annoying because I remember when everything was like basically just Netflix and Hulu, and now it's like everything. And
Paramount and Peacock and
I know, and then stuff I always watched on Hulu is now on like Peacock, and it's frustrating. Also, if anybody's wondering, I was like swatching eyeliner on my hand, and it's like all brown eyeliners. I was at Target last night. I did a workout with my friend, and we were right by Target, so we got sucked in. And then Target was having this Target is having like a buy one get one free makeup sale for like mini products, which is actually really good because they have Ulta and Targets now, and so I got some really good deals. So I would check it out. But yeah, I was doing lots of swatching. I already go on discounted days to the movies. So yeah, raising the prices will make people just stream more. Yeah. Did you watch Megan?
I did.
Did you like it?
I personally wanted it to be worse. You know what I mean? Like
I wanted worse.
I wanted camp. I wanted it to be stupid. And I felt like it took itself a little too seriously and was almost a little too good,
Yeah, I see what you mean. I liked it. I thought it was ridiculous. Like, I get what you mean, though. It did take itself a little more seriously than it could have. I was mostly annoyed because it was supposed to be rated R. And so like
then they knocked it down. Yeah.
And it was clear. Like I remember the ending scene of, I can't really say what's happening, but there's a violent thing happening and it's like important and you want to see it. And they literally just like cut away to like blank space. It looked like a bad like iMovie edit. And I was like, who's editing this? So
just wait till you see Knock at the Cabin then.
Oh, did they do the same thing?
He took all the violence off screen.
Oh, was it supposed to be R or did they just do it that way?
I heard he wanted it to be PG-13, and so he intentionally did that. He wanted it to be very like mass appeal, anyone can watch it and not be too grossed out. Oh, and I'm like, come on, I want to be scared.
Also, I want the gross stuff. That's what makes it
Yeah.
really scary, you know? Bummer. Yeah, waiting
Do
for Knock
you
to come.
do
Sorry.
you think Megan they're gonna do more? Like a sequel?
Probably. I feel like people loved it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I really liked it, and that's, like,
I
part of the
liked it too. I just
why
wanted
it
it to be dumber.
Yeah, and I'm just, like, annoyed. I wanted some gore, like, that's what Megan's for, you know?
Mhm.
Like, it's a slasher, so it should have more gore. I hope that when they release it to streaming, it'll be, like, the uncut version or
That
something.
would be so good.
Yeah, because, like, streaming, I don't think that's when it matters, like, how many people watch it. It's more like the theaters that it matters for. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, did I finish this? I don't think I did. Yeah, to come out on streaming. I'm waiting for Megan to come out on streaming because my husband hasn't seen Megan, but he really wants to. But I'm like, I don't want to pay another like it was literally $15, I think, to see it, which is so much money. So for two of us, it'd be 30, and it'd be me rewatching it. So like that just doesn't feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel stan, so I really only need to go to like 2 movies a month to make it worth it, and Marvel always has something. That is true. They
Mhm.
always do. It's like always an option. They should just get more creative. Yeah. I love the movies. I went to Megan and got nachos and beer. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, I can't eat a ton of movie theater food, but I can usually have the popcorn. So I like the popcorn. I always sit in the very last row. Yeah, that's like my ideal spot. Where is your ideal movie theater spot?
I usually go like 1 or 2 below the very last. I like
Mm.
to be like dead center middle of the theater if I can, and if not, I'll go up a little bit.
Now it's gonna be like $60.
I know. It's like premium seating.
That's so sad. That's what I like too. I either like last row if it's like crowded, or if it's less crowded, like mid. Ours still hasn't opened all the theaters yet. Oh my gosh. So it's like mostly kid movies and Marvel. So nope, haven't been in like 4
Aw.
yards. Oh my gosh, 4 years. Oh. I hate the front rows. Yeah, it seems horrible. Our theater has $6 matinees, so I'll go to pretty much anything I'm interested in. The snack prices are terrible. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like a mix of perspective. This new YA book I'm reading now is first person and it works really well. Did laundry and read about 20 pages. Nice. Read 3 weird short stories, 2 left in this book. Which book are you reading again?
It was the one that had that really weird title by Brian Evanson, but I don't remember what the
Oh.
title was.
I don't remember. Hey, reading The Cabin at the End of the World. I feel like everyone's going to be reading this right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's in first person in a good way. It's really great. The Girl in 60? Yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. I DNF Stay Awake.
Me too, Jessie. Me too.
Stay Awake's good. I adored Stay Awake. Okay, so we have mixed. Seems like people are either love it or hate it. I have the arc for the sequel to The Night Swim. Oh my gosh, that is
What? There's a
yeah,
sequel for
there's
that
gonna be a
coming?
sequel.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you should maybe read The Night Swim soon.
Isn't
Um,
it legal thriller, like in a courtroom?
um, if I'm remembering right, it doesn't have many courtroom scenes, or maybe a little bit. It's very inspired by the Brock Turner case, but it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot to read. It may be too much for, like, some people, but, it has a podcast element. So, like, you're listening if you hear it on audiobook, it, like, switches between a podcaster covering the case and then, like, the people involved in the case, but I really loved it. But maybe I need to reread it for the sequel comes out. Love The Night Swim, DNF'd Escape Room, so I'm too scared to try Stay Awake. Yeah. I love the premise of Stay Awake, but I've heard such mixed reviews. I feel that way with Kindle Unlimited. I try to keep it. Yeah, I just canceled my Kindle Unlimited, but I'm nervous that I'm gonna actually, like, re-sign up again because I don't use it, but now that I don't have it, watch me, like, find things.
Mhm.
Do you have Kindle Unlimited?
I've never tried it, and I'm just staying away. I'm like, if I never know what it's like, I don't know what I'm missing.
Right. It was nice when I got like I got a deal when I signed up where it was like $1 a month, and that's how they got me. And now it's like $10 a month. But they have a lot of like, I don't know, indie books on there, which is nice, like a lot of horror. I've heard a lot of romance, like horror and
Yeah.
romance are mostly what they
I
have.
feel like I would use it more for horror.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't read a lot of romance, but I
Yeah.
know there's like thriller stuff too. But I feel like there's more often horror books that I'm interested in that I happen to
Yeah.
see are available on Kindle Unlimited. Because I try to think of that with like book club picks or buddy reads to try to find things that are KU accessible for people. And then I'm like, I was interested in this book already. I could be reading it for kind of free.
Right, exactly, and I feel like it's good for, like, self-published, but a lot of the thrillers on there are not great. So it's
Yeah.
like the horror is better. So, yeah, you would get it for the horror probably. Read a little and watched an episode of Abbott Elementary, loving that show. I feel that way about Kindle Unlimited. I try to keep track. I was expecting more Malignant style in Megan. I still haven't
Yes.
seen Malignant.
Malignant is a trip. It is
That's what
just
I've heard.
so fun. It is so fun in camp. And that is what I thought I was going to get in Megan.
I feel like I need to watch it. What's it on? Isn't it like HBO or something?
I feel like it's got to be on like HBO or Amazon or it's been out
Yeah.
for so long. It's got to be somewhere.
I've just heard such mixed reviews on it. That's why I'm nervous. But you liked it, so I'll try it.
Oh, I thought it was stupid. I didn't think it was good. It
Well,
was
like, I
so
guess
fun.
knowing it's supposed to be stupid will give me good expectations, you know?
Mhm.
Target is having a buy one, get one 50% off on books too. Okay. Couldn't pass up the sale and came home with 4 books. Feel that. Maybe the second Megan will get better. I did enjoy it though. Knock at the Cabin is R, but with no gore. That's so weird. Why is it R then? What?
Is it R?
Let me look because now I'm confused. It can't be right because doesn't he always do PG-13? M. Night Shyamalan. Rating?
Oh no, yeah, it is R.
Oh, well
Oh,
then
yeah. Okay, that's what I heard. I'm getting this mixed up with thinking about Megan recently and how it was close enough. Megan was supposed to be R, it was close enough, so they knocked it down to PG-13. This, this is only his second film to receive an R rating, and so everyone thought it was gonna be really intense, and then you watch it and you're like, "Why is this an R-rated movie?"
yeah, I wonder what made it R then. Remember when
I
it
don't
was
know.
such a big deal that like The Conjuring was rated R just for being scary? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
That's
it was
funny.
like one of the first movies, or if not, I don't know, they claimed it was like the first movie to be rated R just for being scary. Because if you see everything in that, like it could be in a PG-13, but in my
Yeah.
opinion, it's like more intense than a PG-13. Like the tone is definitely R, but yeah, it's just because
Yeah,
there's
in the
not
first
really,
one.
yeah, there's not really swearing that I can remember. Like there's not really gore. No.
There's so many of them now, though, that it's so hard to remember what they all are. I
Yeah,
feel like I remember the most recent one being really sentimental,
really.
but
That's fun.
I don't know, there's so many, and then the Annabelles and all of
Yeah,
the
your whole it's basically the Marvel Cinematic
universe, yeah.
Universe. It's just The Conjuring. Yeah, I watched, Annabelle Creation, I kinda like that, but then there was another one, it was like Annabelle something, and I hated it. It was so bad, I can't remember, it was like the most recent Annabelle, maybe?
Aren't there
Um
like 3? I think there's like 3 Annabelles now, there's so many.
Yeah, so the 3rd one is the one that I hated. The first, I don't really remember, and the second I actually kinda liked, or I think it was called Annabelle Creation, and that one was pretty good. It's not very rewatchable though, which is a bummer. They already announced Megan 2. I knew they would make a second. Oh yeah, they advertised the second. Heard from a scary movie reviewer that they changed it to PG-13 because it was doing so well on TikTok. They wanted a younger audience. Yeah,
Mhm.
so annoying.
Did you hear that from Possessed by Horror? Because that is who I heard that from.
Probably. Hi, I'm going to be reading Legends and Lattes. Hi. The theater here has $6 movies and free small popcorn on Tuesdays. Yeah, so I think that is what Tuesdays are here, but I always work on Tuesdays and I'm not going to go to a movie at like 9 a.m. because
That would be super weird.
it would be so weird. Like, when do they start movies? I don't even know. Probably not 9.
It seems a
Probably
little early, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. That would be
Can you
so
imagine?
weird. Can you imagine like waking up, drinking your coffee, and being like, I'm gonna go to the movie theater right now?
Dude, I should do it. Vlog my experience, see how weird it is. No, I'm not. I couldn't. I feel like I'd just be like half asleep.
Because you can't eat the popcorn because you can't have popcorn for breakfast. That's just too strange.
It's true. Everything about that situation is odd. It's like a reverse. It's like you
Mhm.
have your night right after you wake up and then you have your day because then you go to work. Too weird. Too weird for me. I like first person if done well. I already forgot how this is pronounced. Mama or mom mame? Mame, does
Mamie
it?
or Mom May. I think they said.
I'll never know. Does it in a good fashion. Nice. The Glassy Burning Floor of Hell by Brian Evanson. It's really weird and ambiguous. Okay. That is a very hard title to remember.
Mhm.
Hey. What do you guys do when you unhaul books? Donate or sell? I don't have I barely unhauled. Um because I kind of started collecting books like later on, I feel like, than a lot of people. So when I get rid of them though, I would probably donate or sell them. Like kind of depends on how like desirable a book is, if I feel like it'll sell.
Yeah, mine has kind of changed as I've moved around because I used to have a really good secondhand bookshop that I would take my books into, and then they would buy back some, or if they
Mm.
didn't want them, you could just donate them to them, or I would take them to little free libraries. And then I had a good rhythm there, and then you move somewhere new, and then it's just the weird vibe of like doing it for the first time with a new bookstore, and you're like, how many books is it too weird to bring in at a time? Because I have a lot and I don't and, like, should I call you before and see? And like, what if I bring books and you don't buy them from the public? So I just haven't done that yet. But I did
Yeah.
a Pingo Books for a little bit and sold them there. And then now I have just been procrastinating, and the bottom shelf is books I need to get rid of, but I've just been
Yeah.
sitting there for 8 months now.
It's fine. It's funny if you would just like bring in like a wagon full of just like a little kid wagon, like, here's my books. They're
Yeah.
like, girl, why do you have so
I'm
many?
like, I would have so many books, and we need an introduction first, you know. We gotta shake hands before I bring a whole wagon.
You're the wagon girl. They could just be like, the wagon girl's back.
Mhm.
That's funny. Your dog is so adorable. I've been binging your videos lately. I don't know why that was
Thank you.
so hard for me to read. Your dog is
Yeah,
so
he's a cutie.
cute. Oh my gosh. Yup, HBO. Malignant is stupid. At first I didn't like Malignant, but oh no, I cannot communicate. But once I realized it was supposed to be ridiculous, I got into it more. Yeah.
Mhm.
The second Conjuring was rated R. I got carded like 3 times. Katrina's like, yeah. It was rated R because of smoke. Oh, can they not show that in PG-13?
That's so weird.
I forgot. Do you remember how in Stranger Things in the beginning they used to smoke all the time and now they don't?
I am so sorry to tell you I do not watch Stranger Things.
Oh, that's okay. Well, but it was a thing though. In the beginning of the series, they were smoking all the time, which was like really realistic apparently for the 80s. But now they like people got upset about it. So now in this new season, I think only one person was shown smoking and it was like a bad guy or something. So very interesting. I heard it from Possessed by Horror and Spooky Astronaut. Yeah, my 2 faves.
Mhm. I just found Spooky Astronauts. I didn't know
Oh,
about them
really?
before.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
finally starting to get more into like watching the movie side of YouTube because I've been so book focused for so long. And then Possessed by Horror I've watched for a while, and Nightmare Maven I've started watching too.
Mhm.
And then I just found Spooky Astronauts.
Yeah. There's some really awesome, will we call it horror tube or movie tube? I don't know. I don't
I
think they
don't
say.
know.
I
I
think
don't
they
think they
say
say.
horror tube sometimes. Um, let me see.
Cinema Tube.
I live in Nashville, and at our McKay's store, people regularly bring them in to sell by the wagon. I love that, literally. The Troop is supposed to be directed by James Wan. I really hope he doesn't mess it up. Oh my god, I forgot that they're making The Troop into a movie.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I really hope he does a good job. Fingers crossed. All right, I'm going to start the next sprint. And then I will see you all soon. Hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
How was your sprint?
It was good. I got to page 166 of the
Ooh,
book. So just a little bit left.
that's pretty far.
I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Oh no.
I'm just like, I'm just
You
trying
were
to get through
like
it now.
okay at the beginning with it, and now, oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's just so much like teen drama and
Yeah, it's like
bad
sometimes it
boys.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually read this time. So,
Yay.
but I'm reading this slower because I'm like underlining a lot in the book because usually this reads a lot more literary than like
Mhm.
thrillers I usually read or horror books. So I'm taking it more in. It's not like a fast easy read. So I've been like tabbing a lot and like pausing and whatever, and then my script wasn't working for a long time on my app. I don't know why. Script is so weird, like it has so many issues frequently. Thankfully it's working on my desktop, but that's still irritating. But yeah, I read. Let's
Are you liking it still?
I am. I think it's a little long. I
Yeah.
think that if this book, let's see, it's 500 pages basically. So I feel like if it was like 300 even, like
Yeah.
I would, because the beginning is so strong. And I am invested in the story, but there's just a little too much in it. I'm still
I
probably gonna
started
read
that one when
it.
it came out, and then I DNF'd it because it was too
Yeah,
long.
it's wordy, right? Do you
Mhm.
remember that?
I
Like,
did the audiobook. I never had the physical copy, and I listened to like half of it, and then I tapped out.
yeah, I am looking, let me see. Like, for example, every page, not every single page, but like every couple pages, I'm like underlining words that I kind of want to look up, or just, I like basically know what the word means, but I want to like remember the word because I like it. But I never do
Mhm.
that with like thrillers and horror books, that I usually read. So it's just taking me longer. I'm really enjoying it. It's just very broken up my reading experience with it because of it being long and wanting to read How to Sell a Haunted House immediately. I sell mostly to half price books. I live near the original one. Ooh, and it's huge. Huge. There's always a lot of people with huge boxes to sell. I wonder if I've been to the original one in Dallas because I went to a huge one in Dallas.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe it's the original. I'll have to look that up. Now I'm curious. Hello, just joining. I'm reading Broken Hearts by R.L. Stein. We actually both have really early mornings tomorrow, so that was our last sprint. I'm sorry that you're just joining, but looks like you got a sprint in, so that's good. I was really nervous about my first trip to Half Price Books, but they took every book. Wait, 20 plus boxes? I thought
Boxes?
you read books.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
It was their best haul in a long time. Oh my gosh. Did you get a lot of money? Because I feel like they don't pay very much for books.
I've never been to a half price books. I don't know if they
Really?
have those around here.
They're so good. They're so
I get so jealous when I see people in their vlogs going to them, and I'm like, I want to go to one of those. I
I
would like to go to
know.
there.
They haven't had them in any of the places you've lived?
I don't think so, or else they're like really far away. But yeah, I've never had them. I have now been to a second in Charles, which I used to hear about and was never near.
Oh, I'm not near
I've been able
that.
to
What
visit
is that?
those now. Similar, I guess, to Half Price Books. It's like a used bookstore. They have new books in there too, so it's kind of a mix. And then movies and games. It's kind of like a Barnes and Noble, but secondhand.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much half price books here. They have like all of that stuff. Read 30 pages and made popcorn. That's
Yeah.
fun. Just joined during that sprint, but I have less than an hour. Ooh. Oh, well, hopefully you will finish it tonight. I'm sorry we both have early mornings. Ghost Eaters is really good, but it's making me ill, and I'm already sick. Wait, it's making you ill. Is it gross? The House in the Cerulean Sea.
I don't remember that one very well.
Yeah, I've never read it. Also, I hope you feel better. Not loving Nana. I wonder if it's going to get better. Yeah, I didn't hear the greatest things about it. I haven't read it. It probably was the original. There's only 2 in Dallas. Oh my gosh, so I have been. No way.
Ooh.
I didn't even know that. Is it worth finishing? I don't know.
Is that about Nana?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so
That's Gabby's book club pick this month, I think. So I would say it might be worth
yeah.
finishing for the book club, but if you don't finish it, she'll probably spoil it in the book club, and then you can find out how it ends.
Or you can look and see if people like you could ask in her Discord to see if you should keep reading it, because that would be, I mean, I feel like people would have input. I love the writing in these Violent Delights. It is literary psychological horror. Yeah, I like the writing a lot. I just think it's really long. Like if it was just cut down a little bit, you know?
Isn't that so funny too? Because we read so many books that like we read the same number of pages, but if there's too many pages in a book, we're like, no, that's too many.
It is true, and it's like a common theme, honestly, with like
Mhm.
thriller horror lovers. Like we love our books less than 350. It is funny. I read 43 pages. Nice. It was about $500. Oh, that's amazing,
Wow, that
actually.
is incredible.
I mean, yeah, if it was like full amount, it would be way more than that, but still. Then I bought a bunch. I mean, honestly, that's the way to go.
Mhm.
Gave it 4 stars. Second and Charles does me dirty. I'm spoiled now living next to 2 indie bookstores that are really cool. Ugh.
Yeah, those are what you have to find is like your cool local places because then you become their friends and then they're a little bit, they give you a little more money.
Yeah, see, I don't really have many in my area, which is weird because it's not like I'm in a small town. I mean, it's not huge, but it's a university town, so it's like, why don't we have more cool indie bookstores? Not sure. Maybe I'll have to look around. All right. Well, it was so nice having you on, Ashley. Make
Yeah,
sure you
so fun.
subscribe if you're not already. And I think we're going to end the live. I hope everybody has a nice night, keeps reading if they feel like it, or just chills. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
I realize I have to end it.